From medical achievements to strengthening diplomatic ties, Burkina Faso is positioning itself as the leader of Africa. Hello everyone, welcome back to Her Voice. On July 29, 2025, at the CHU Tengandogo in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso performed its first ever kidney transfer. A 43-year-old woman received a kidney from her identical twin. Both of them recovered without any complication, and the government pledged full cost coverage and lifetime medical follow-up for both. This achievement is more than one surgery. It caps 3 years of preparation, from crafting transplant laws, upgrading hospitals, training local team with the support for Turkish experts, and establishing labs, infrastructures for the HLA typing and immunosuppressing protocol. Today, the challenge is clear. Make this more than a one-time event. Burkina Faso is building the framework to perform dozens of transplants per year, saving hundreds of lives rather than just one. This is a great achievement because Burkina Faso actually invited the experts to come and perform the surgery in their country. It means there were transfer of skills, transfer of information. Rather than taking people out of the country, build the infrastructure so that they can be able to use the facility. And in that case, the money stays in the country and the country goes forward. So my fellow Africans and people in Africa, if you're looking for where to go and do your kidney transfer, not just a kidney transfer, but other transfers of other illnesses, look no further. Burkina Faso is right at the corner. Do your medical tourism there. The surgery was successful, the equipments are there, upgraded, and more to come. Rather than paying a flight to take you out of the country, which you might not get a visa, and something might happen to you, book your bus up to Burkina Faso and get your medical treatment. At the same time, this medical case was successful. Burkina Faso deepens its diplomatic and strategic partnership with Russia. In April 2005, Burkina Faso's Foreign Minister Karamato Jean-Marie Traoré joined his counterparts from Mali and Niger in Moscow for the first ever EU-Russia consultation. They discussed military training, advanced equipment, and security coordination for the newly formed Sahel states. A 5,000-strong joint force fighting the jihadists in the area. Russia pledged technical support and military cooperation. President Ibrahim Traoré later met with the Russian parliamentarians delegates led by Dmitry during a symbolic visit, making the 80th anniversary of Russia's World War II victory. They discussed cooperations in education, culture, public diplomacy, and technical exchange. Meanwhile, Russia reopens its embassy in Ouagadougou in December 2023, re-establishing a presence after 30 years, underscoring the growing trust and renewed bilateral engagement. Discussions now include agreement in nuclear energy, scholarship, healthcare, and education. Russia has already doubled scholarship for Burkinabè students in 2024 to 2025, and a package for nuclear power and medical infrastructure was signed in June. Also, we know the recent 50 soldiers of Burkina Faso were unalived by the jihadist group, and this is really sad because we don't want terrorism in Africa. Like, since Gaddafi was taken from Africa, the rate of terrorism has rapidly increased. And if you're someone who is used to politics or who knows politics, you will know why that is. Because you come and you arm a group of people without giving them future. And then after that, you change their government and then you let the people be with no structure, with nothing. All they know is how to pick up arms and revolt. So that's the main reason why there are a lot of these terrorists around. And the West just wants to destabilize Africa. So it's unfortunately that the Burkina Faso lost 50 of their we pray for them, we with them. We all should do our best to kick out terrorism in Africa. If you look at Africa as a whole, we are just sitting below the Arab war. And with all the fighting that the West is causing in the Arab war, when the people run they just have to get into Africa. And also some Africans are resisting and they're pledging to the jihadist group and other things like that. Because at the end, that's the only thing they know. So it is sad to see our continent going through these horrible things, but we have to come together to fight terrorism. We have to come together to look at ways on how we can stop terrorism. I believe as of right now, fighting is the only thing, but I feel if there's a route, if there's a channel of improving people's lives, then people will not want to pick up arms. African leaders have to think about it. Maybe there's something for the African Union, because I'm disgusted by that organization. Like, seriously, they need to do something to redeem themselves in the eyes of Africa. The first thing is, the AU has to actually look at how they can stop this terrorism, especially in the northern part of Africa. We're looking at Sudan, Somalia, part of the Sahel. I don't want to say the Sahel because the Sahels have really taken their time in kicking them out. We're looking at northern Nigeria. That whole has been infested a lot with terrorism. If we look at one thing that is common among those regions, we will see that the lack of infrastructure is kind of common among those. Baby, just create a canal, create a railway, something that can boost those economy. That's something that the African Union has to do. Because at one point, I don't know why the union is. If not, let's dissolve that thing. Let's dissolve that. If they can't do anything for Africans, then they should be dissolved. That's what they have to be doing. Looking at how to stabilize Africa, not destabilize it. We need to stop this terrorism. We need to stop looking at the West to destabilize us. These people are doing way too much. In this century, it's for. We have to stop this. If you like my channel, if you like the way I present my news, if you have any comments, please just keep them and like and subscribe. Thank you for listening to her voice.